Hey guys, this is Blueberry Paul and this is my another video here on my YouTube channel. Last week I told you that I will get my dancing lessons. So yesterday I had my first dancing lesson and I'm a little bit excited, and I think it goes in a good way. But after the first lesson, first of all, I am exhausted. I was exhausted and my knees and legs are hurting me till now. The effects of the first dancing lesson you can see on YouTube. We were trying to do the bunny dance by Oliver Heldens, but it doesn't go as well as we supposed. And my dancing trainer said it will be really hard to teach me anything, because all these years I didn't dance, I didn't do sports, and I'm a little bit, he said, like a log. So try to move this log so he can move in the right rhythm and right music. It will be really hard, but we will see if we will be ready for the first video in June, because I am planning the schedule for June and there will be also some dancing moves. But let's get back to today's video. Today will be two parts. First one, I said last time that it won't be all about Poland, but today it's maybe not that different, but the first theme is about a very famous Polish game, game series. The third part of this game has been released yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. I'm not sure. Let me look. Yes, on May 19th. So on Tuesday it was released. Of course, I'm talking about The Witcher Part 3. It's called Wild Hunt. So of course these games, I hope you know them. They are really good games. I think I'm not a fan of computer games or PlayStation games, Xbox games or other games, but this one is worth mentioning. It's the third, of course, in the series. The first one, of course, The Witcher, and the second one was The Witcher: Essence of the King. All the three games are based on Polish fantasy novels at the same title, Witcher. In Polish it will be Wiedźmin, by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski. So this is the third part of this game, and as they say, the setting is 30 times larger than in previous Witcher games. I don't know what does it mean, because I didn't play any of these games. But let's see what they are saying about the plot. Maybe I will read it, because I'm not in this especially to say. So, The Witcher Hunt concludes the story of the Witcher Gerard of Rivia, and that was the main character of the book. The series protagonist, whose story has been covered in previous versions. Continuing from The Witcher 2, the ones who sought to use Geralt are now gone. Geralt seeks to move with his own life, embarking on the new personal mission, while the world order itself is coming to change. Geralt's new mission comes in the dark times, as the mysterious, otherworldly army known as the Wild Hunt, invaders of northern kingdoms, leaving only blood-soaked earth and fiery ruin in its wake, and it seems The Witcher is the key to stopping their cataclysmic rampage. I read it and I don't understand anything of it. Not that's why it's written in English or something else, but I don't know what these words mean. I'm not a gamer. I will say I'm not a gamer, But the game is really good, and the Poland is really proud about it because it's a, I think, first Polish game with the international success, and there were queues in the shops to buy this game, especially at night. It's similar to this when the Harry Potter books were released, and there were also crowds in the bookstores, and everyone wanted to have their book first, and right now their game first. So it's a little bit craziness, of course, for those who are in this game playing things on PlayStation, on Xbox, and or simply on the computer. So that would be about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, a really good game to mention. Okay, and now time for the second part. Okay, time for the second part, and as I said last week, it will be a Polish corner, so let's start with the first Polish corner. In today's Polish corner theme, the main theme, it will be food, especially Polish food. So Polish cuisine is the main theme for this week's Polish corner. Let's start with Polish cuisine. I will say, of course, in Polish it will be Kuchnia Polska. And as you remember my transcription from the Polish lesson, so here is the transcription on the bar, how it's pronounced in Polish. Don't forget about Polish, I'm not forgetting about Polish, so a little bit mentioning of these bars also. It has many similarities to other Slavic cuisines, especially Czech or Slovak or Belarusian, Ukrainian or Russian. They are the countries bordering Poland, so it's nothing unique about. So why the influences of these cuisines are also seen in Polish cuisine. Okay, describing the cuisine in all. So it's rich with meat, especially pork, I would say, and also chicken, also beef, vegetables, especially I think potatoes, cabbage, I don't know, carrots, parsley. They are the most popular vegetables. Also others, also exotic vegetables and fruits. But this in the first place. Also characteristic is using a lot of noodles, a lot of cereals, different flours from different cereals, and also kasha. It's from the Polish word. Describing traditional Polish dishes. Maybe let's start with describing traditional Polish dinner. Traditional Polish dinner usually served on Sundays. People go to church, and when they get back from the church, they are eating, I think, traditional Polish dinner. I say traditional because my neighbors, I hear this. I hear this every Sunday morning. I must say they are waking me up doing this. And let me first explain. Of course, the traditional dinner, not only on Sundays, consists of, I think, three parts. So first is of course soup, and the soup on Sunday it's called rosół. It will be meat broth. It's a soup made of chicken, especially from chicken. But they also add beef or pork or other, and also to that meat they give carrots, they give celery, they give parsley, and other spices. And you cook this all vegetables and meat for I don't know, 2-3 hours. I don't know, I'm not good at cooking, but you have this soup. The soup is fat because the meat is fat. Maybe that's why the soup is served on Sunday, because Sunday is the most important day in the week from the church and the Bible and other things. It's a day free of work, so maybe that's why this heavy soup, this fat soup, is served as the first dish on the traditional dinner. And second dish is consists of kotlet schabowy in Polish. It will be translation to English, breaded pork cutlet. Why I was saying about the noises and waking me up, because you buy a slice of pork and you have to do like this. You have to take the meat and beat it and traditional method to do it in Poland, you take the board and you put it on the floor, and if you are living above someone, you can hear it on the ceiling, that's how someone is beating the meat. So the first thing is, it will be breaded pork cutlets, so it must be Sunday. What they serve to that cutlet? Of course, mashed potatoes. I think mashed potatoes are the most popular to serve to any dinner which consists meat. They can be, of course, mashed potatoes or simply boiled potatoes, spilled with parsley. Usually, the mashed potatoes are usually, of course, mashed, and they add some cream or butter, so they are also a little bit fatty, and they do, I don't know how to call it, but they look like scoops of ice cream. They have something, I don't know, this tool to do this shape, and usually 2 or 3 of these scoops adding to that cutlet. And traditional to that, it will be kapusta zasmażana. It's a salad. I don't know how it's called. It's boiled cabbage, but not boiled cabbage. It's especially prepared. You give their fried flour and spices, and it's kind of soup, maybe not soup, but it's not thick. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but that is the traditional salad to that. So that will be traditional Polish dinner, Sunday dinner. But there are also other traditional dishes, and right now I will mention them. Of course, bigos. I described bigos in my one of first videos about Christmas, because they also serve this on Christmas. But you can eat bigos all the time. I describe it like a mishmash. It's also prepared from cabbage. You can add that to the meat, I don't know, chicken, pork, or beef. You can add it dried plums and spices like anise, like I don't know, maybe not anise, and spices, and of course tomato paste. And that is that dish. Also pierogi, dumplings with several fillings, with different fillings. Also with cabbage. My favorite. They are called Russian pierogis, Russian dumplings. They are filled with cabbage cheese and boiled potatoes. And also they added to that onion and black pepper. Why they are called Russian, nobody knows, but they are called Russian. And they are not from Russia, they are a traditional Polish dish. Also, Kovalec Schabowy was saying about it, maybe this dish, it's called gołąbki, and as I look up, they say that it is a type of cabbage roll. Cabbage roll. You take the cabbage leaves, you boil the leaves first in a pot, and then you make the filling to this. The filling is prepared from cooked rice or kasha, or rice and kasha, and they add to that minced meat, especially pork meat, I think, but I see different variants of this dish also, and they roll it. They put the leaf like this. They put here the farce, and they roll it. And the name gołąbki, I don't know why this name, because one gołąb, because here is in the plural, because gołąb means pigeon, a bird pigeon. So I don't know why they are calling. Some restaurants that they don't know how to translate it. They write that it's pigeons or something like that, and people don't want to buy this because they are afraid maybe it's made of pigeon. But no, there's nothing in common with pigeons. This is a rice meat dish covered in cabbage leaves. So all about this. We had the pigeons, which are not the pigeons. Okay, maybe some soups, because the first dish is the first dish. Okay, some soups, traditionals. I don't know which of them are traditional, because there are, I don't know how many, but there are a lot of soups, because the Polish cuisine is based on soups, I think. Especially, I don't know, maybe in some houses it's made like this. Either soup or either the second dish each day. They are not making, maybe not all, but some of I don't know, very good cooks make two dishes, but it's hard to eat all of them, because the soups are usually very thick and very heavy, and they have a lot of vegetables, and you cannot, if you eat too much of this soup, you cannot eat the second dish, and maybe not good. I usually eat either soup or either second dish, because I cannot eat all of this because it's too much for me. Traditional soups, I don't know, cucumber soup, but not from the fresh cucumber, but from salted cucumbers. They are selling concentrate of this in the jars in the stores, so you don't have to buy, because not the whole year you can buy salted cucumbers. I will describe them how they are made later, but they are making soup of them, and the soup is a little bit salty, a little bit sweet, and it's a really unique taste. Another soup, maybe not only traditional in Poland, but tomato soup, made of tomatoes or tomato paste, and what else? And they give noodles to them, and that's all about this soup. Rosu I mentioned before, the meat broth, also żurek. I mentioned żurek in the Easter episode. Also soup, I don't know. It's usually in the restaurant is in the soups. It's called flaki, and it's a version of tripe soup. And it's a meat soup, and it's a little bit based like meat broth, because they are also giving. It looks like like from afar it looks like meat broth because it has the same color, but instead of noodles, because in the meat broth you have noodles, here you have tribes. So that will be the difference about it. I haven't eaten this soup. Never. I never have eaten this soup because I don't eat meat. So maybe that's why. Another soup, borscht. I described borscht in a Christmas episode. It's a soup made of beetroots with little dumplings called uszka, or with croquettes. Also, traditional croquettes are similar to gołąbki, to cabbage roll, but here are covered, maybe not covered, rolled. The meat, only meat, is rolled, meat or meat with cabbage. It's rolled in the crepe, in the pancake. So that is the difference, and then it's covered in egg and in breadcrumbs, and it goes to the pan, and you have to fry it, and it crumbles. It has a very nice crumble on the top of it. Okay, maybe all about soups. Let's go to other dishes. Maybe dishes. I would say they are I don't know, appetizers, or the additional vegetables, because they are mostly vegetables. I would like to describe. You add them to dinners. First is of course sauerkraut. I think I described sauerkraut in the Christmas episode, but maybe I will do it once again. So sauerkraut is a type of cabbage. The cabbage is cut into small pieces, and then they give it to the large container, and then they add to that spices, and this cabbage is I don't know, for I think 2, 3 or 4 weeks, I don't know, they leave this cabbage, and the cabbage is pickling. It's pickling, salty, and it's really a unique taste. And they are adding it. They are making soup of it. I remember right now. They add this cabbage to boiling water. They give it their potatoes, and the soup is called kapuśniak. But also you can do a salad of it. You can grate the carrot, grate the apple, give some spices, and you have a really simple, a really nice salad to serve it to cutlet or something else. Another thing, they also pickle cucumbers. It's called ogórek kiszony, or ogórki kiszone in plural. They are pickled cucumbers, but not in that kind, because they are not using vinegar. It's natural. They give spices, they give salt, and they leave them, and they are also salty. Also a little bit like sauerkraut, maybe I might mention. They are a little bit sour, a little bit salty, a little bit wet, and they are having unique taste, and they are also adding it to different, like I mentioned, to the cucumber soup. They are made. The soup is made of this salted pickled sour cucumbers. So that is about it. Another dishes, maybe it's also it's a kind of dumplings. As I look, hoof-shaped potato dumplings. In Polish will be kopytka, and they are served with a sauce like a separate dish, or instead of boiled potatoes or mashed potatoes, they are adding it to the cutlet or to the main second dish. I talk about salted cucumbers, sour cucumbers, but they are also using fresh cucumbers. They are not forgetting about them, and they are making, I don't know, unique salad, or maybe it's unique. It's also served to the dinners, and it's called miseria. This really hard to pronounce, maybe. It's of course made of cucumbers, and they are adding to that sour cream and also spices, and that is all about this salad. You cut the cucumber into slices, and you have a simple and refreshing salad of cucumbers called miseria in Polish. So I think that will be all about traditional dishes. So let's sum up this all maybe. So traditional Polish dinner, especially on Sundays, it consists of 2 parts or maybe 3, because it's usually dessert after that. But desserts, I talk about desserts on Easter and on Christmas, and they are not that different from them. They are also making apple pie, they are making cheesecake, they are making, I don't know, poppy seed cake, especially rolls, and other cakes. They are maybe not that traditional. And after dinner, especially in schools or in restaurants or bars, it serves compote, and they are serving compote, and the famous flavor from the years, I think, is rhubarb flavor, compote made of rhubarb compote, at the end of the dinner. So let's get back to the dinner. 2 parts. First, soup, traditional or maybe not traditional. There is also modern Polish cuisine. There are modern dishes, not that traditional from years to years. And the second dish, main dish, it may contain meat, they may not contain meat. They can serve pierogi as a second dish, or bigos, or a simple the breaded pork cutlet with mashed potatoes and cabbage salad. So I think that will be all about Polish cuisine in today's Polish Corner. And now let's get back to the video. Okay, so that was Polish Corner, and now we are back to the video. I don't know, but I think that will be all in today's video, because I don't have anything else I want to say. Of course, if you like to see me doing food myself, visit my Facebook profile. There are everyday funny videos, maybe not all funny videos, me singing, dancing, and making food of myself. For today, I think that will be all in today's video. See you next week. For now, have a blueberry day, everyone.